Hey, family! And the family is growing. Thank you, everybody, all my new subscribers and followers and viewers. If you see the video, you like the video, y'all know the drill. Click subscribe, hit that little bell. I'm enjoying it so far. This week I'm a little late. I got some videos because it's been a crazy week. My other job has got me, you know how you got to do. And so I had some other stuff going on. But look, bitch. That Queen Supreme Court on Monday night. Now that's how you do a damn show. That is how you do a show. Maddie looked good, beat to the fucking gods. Okay, makeup was on point. She had her little dress on. She came out. She did her dance and she did her thing, and then she introduced the judge. And the guest judge this week was New York, and a lot of people had been requesting New York. They had done they had done a couple of little quick Instagram videos and stuff, so people kind of were suspecting that New York was in the works. Tiffany Pollard, if you're not familiar, but if you don't know who that is, Google her because I can't even begin. But she's been reality show royalty, whether you like her or you don't. She has been able to take her brand and maintain it and roll it and roll it and roll it. And she's probably been on, I don't know, probably about 20 reality shows now. One thing I say about Tiffany is whether you like her or not, she is consistent. You know what you're going to get from her every time. You're going to get high energy. You're going to get inappropriate. You're going to get sexual. She don't have no problem spilling the tea because she was telling some business on the show, okay? People that she met, she was telling stories, little anecdotes. Maddie had to keep saying allegedly because, you get caught up. You don't want to say too much and then somebody starts talking about suing people for defamation and shit like that. So, but it was definitely giving me great. Maddie, the docket was cool because the docket wasn't all celebrities, and I like that. She pulled stuff, human interest stories and stuff like she had the lady that beat up the the work at McDonald's because they fucked up her sandwich. They did that one. They had the one about the mom getting arrested for having the baby smoking weed, which was a little bit more serious. But nevertheless, it was in the news. She did talk celebrity. They touched on some celebrity things here and there. She actually had live commercials, which I thought was really cute. The sponsors were there and actually were able to come on, and she, had a little FaceTime with them and interviewed them. Because if you've been following this whole saga, this whole Queen's Court saga, back when Kaya first walked out on the show with Monique back in February, early February. Lord, it seems like this thing been going on longer than 2 months. But anyway, one of the things that T.S. Madison kept saying, and Gino was saying, that's her manager, was saying, look, you took the money. Like, we had sponsors that had paid for these shows, and we either got to give them a show or we got to owe them this money back. And that was one of the reasons why Maddie was so insistent that she was going to move forward. I think part of it was I'm going to show you that I can do this without you type of thing. But also part of it was she had a financial obligation to these people. Now, a couple of monetary amounts have floated around, but one I heard was $3,500 that Kaya walked away with. So that's $3,500 after you done split. That was your take of it. So that was after fees. That was after, because Gino said he had solicited a lot of those sponsors, which means he gets a percentage. That means T.S. Madison got half of that. So that means that y'all have raked in probably a good $10,000 just off of sponsors. That didn't include any money you were making on YouTube and all that other stuff that goes on. And so I gotta respect Maddie for saying, look, it's just not just about my ego and saying, oh, you walked out on me and I'm gonna prove you wrong. We have to give the people what they asked for. And she kept saying that the sponsors were being very cool. The sponsors were being very cool about the whole situation. And so last night, it wasn't, anyway, I think she did a really, really good job of bringing the sponsors on, giving them some FaceTime, interviewing them. And it was a cool concept to just have a live commercial. You know what I'm saying? The sound, the lighting, everything was just 100% better. The energy, New York and Maddie, they played off of each other so well. Maddie would throw a song out, New York would finish it. Maddie would throw out a scripture, New York would finish it. New York would throw out a scripture, Maddie knew it. And You know, because if you follow New York's life, her mom, they called her Sister Patterson because she had a strong church foundation. So New York has a strong church foundation, just like Maddie does. And so they were in sync. They really were. They definitely had a camaraderie where they got along and they laughed, and it was really good. It was really really good. What I don't want to happen though, I don't want us to get complacent, and I say us as in the fans, and say, well, the first show was so bad because the chemistry was kind of off. The second show was really great. The chemistry was on point. Let's just keep that. I honestly think she should just have a continuous roundtable of people that she has come in and out. I don't think it should be one set judge. Stuff gets a little stale that way. Keep the people guessing. Like, the thing is, one of the things that has, I think, got people clicked on and ready to watch the show at 10-ish, because she says 10-ish, is the fact that we never know who the judge is going to be. Now, it's only been 2 weeks old when I say never. But the fact that for the last 2 weeks, we didn't know who the judge was. So we really, it was some build up. And even when the show first came on, she does her dance, she talks a little bit of shit, and then she introduces the judge. And so I think that's a great, for lack of a better word, gimmick. It's going to keep me clicking in to say, well, who is the judge? Now, if I click on and the judge is somebody that I feel like she don't have the best chemistry with, then, I might, move on for that particular episode. But I'm definitely going to come back next week, because I'm going to say, well, I know that's going to be a different person next week. Let me see who she brought in this week. And I think if she continues to bring people in and out and gets a set group of maybe 5 to 7 people that she can rotate in, hey, I think that would be a great formula. I remember Chelsea lately when she did her show on E, and that was her formula. She would do her little monologue in the beginning, and then she would have a round table, and they would sort of discuss pop culture. And she had a round table of comedians and slash friends, but it was a set group of people. And every once in a while, somebody new would come through. But for the most part, it was a set group of people that came through, and you built up a camaraderie with those people, and a relationship, and oh Lord, the word I'm looking for. Anyway, y'all got along and y'all knew each other. Y'all knew how to read each other, and you knew when to jump in and jump out. So that's my 2 cents on that. As far as the guest judge, I just think the guest judge was just great. Again, Tiffany New York can be a little bit much for me sometimes, because sometimes